What is up, everybody? It's your boy, Phil Shocker, the 96 Hedgehog here with our LDL Z Moves Week 9 Team Builder right here. I got it right this time. Where we are going against the Philadelphia Piplups, or it's the Pittsburgh Piplups. I don't remember. By the way, if you see these, yes, they're draft leagues. Sue me. But also, there's just confirmers, so you'll never know. But anyways, getting to LDLZ move. Last week we came so close, but in the end, toxic spikes were the death nail in the coffin for us, and losing Swampert pretty much also cost us that game. So really big last couple of weeks for us to win this. We have to, I think, believe pretty much have to win 2 of our 3 games in order to make playoffs at this point. If we don't win this week, we are pretty much in a win and we're out situation. So very important week this week, and I feel like we got a really good matchup. It's gonna really come down to the wire, and let's see what we can do here. But with that being said, if you guys can hit the like button, it'll be greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already, and join the Official Crew today because you'll be feeling with the King of the Crew. So let's break down this matchup. Our opponent has Zapdos, Ditto, Toxapex, Mega Lopunny, Comfey, Gengar, Jirachi, Gliscor, and Incineroar. So basically 9 Pokemon this week. The lowest you can have is 9. Even though I thought 10 was the lowest, but I'm pretty sure it's actually 9 is the lowest. So pretty much an easy kind of figure out this match. For this matchup, obviously Gliscor and Incineroar, they are not coming out so well because yeah, I mean, I've got Rain. Do you really bring these two when they just get murdered by so much of my team? Jirachi is something that, excuse me, could be a possibility to be brought because of the fact that Jirachi is a bit of an annoying Pokemon versus my team. But I do have a good amount of stuff on my team that kind of handles Jirachi, so we'll see where it goes from there. But looking at the 6, I think easily, hands down, Ditto, Megalobe, Comfey, Zapdos, and Toxapex. These 5 are guaranteed to come this week. Their just matchup is super strong. Like Ditto copying my Swift Swim, which is going to be really good for it. Toxapex being over the wall, like my Kingdra and my Ludicolo makes a lot of sense. Zapdos to abuse my own rain is also going to be really good. Mega Lopunny is also something to brought because of the fact that Fake Out, and it does force Fake Out prep, which is not the best, but it's also not the greatest. Comfey with Triage being priority, Giga Drains and stuff like that is also something. And then I think overall just Gengar. Gengar really hits my team pretty good as well, so. Very interesting matchup this week. So let's break down the team we're bringing this week, and we are pretty much bringing a completely different team than I think he's going to be fully expecting. We are not bringing Rain at all this week. We're going outside of Rain this week. So we're first up. We have Matt Scavalier here with Arthur here. Joel Rub, Metal Burst, Iron Head, Swords Dance. I'm not purposely doing this. I just did like Swords Dance. It's just such a good move because basically, if I can get, because there's just a situation right here. Ditto copies a lot of things on my team. So here's the idea. Ditto copies a Scavalier once I'm +2. I have Metal Burst, and if those who don't know what Metal Burst does, Metal Burst is a move. It's almost like, in a way, it's like Counter. And basically what happens is with Metal Burst, when I get hit to attack, I return it 1.5 times, where the difference is double damage. Metal Burst isn't exactly, it's technically, I guess, it's technically 0.5 power less than Counter. And the reason why I want Metal Burst over Counter is because Metal Burst, I believe, is a move that can actually counter any type of move, like a physical and special type move. I could be wrong. But that's why we have Metal Burst to be able to counter hits back off from things like, say, the, what's it? Is that, it's stuff like that. And plus, this lets me beat Ditto 1v1 every single time. We are running the Overcoat because we are going to be surprisingly not bringing the Hail, but we're bringing a Adamant Nature, Max HP, 140 attack, 116 Spit Up. We'll put in a lot of Spit Up investment because most of his team is going to be physical, special and physical. Up next, we have Elsa this week with the Lola Ninetales here with a Light Clay, Blizzard, Freeze Dry, Aurora Veil, Nasty Plot, 72 HP, Max Special Attack, and 184 Speed with the Timid Nature. Basically, I'm faster than everything besides Gengar and Mega Lopunny. But the reason why I am running pretty much just Blizzard's like Ice Stab this week is because Ice Stab just plows through this man's team. If he does choose not to bring the Jirachi, which I really, really hope he doesn't, pretty much Blizzard spam and then Freeze Dry spam is free against this man. And once I get an Aurora Veil up, Blizzard is just. And if I can get Aurora Veil plus Nasty Plot off, there's nothing on his team that really stops my Ninetales from doing so much work versus his team. Plus, Aurora Veil is very, very strong with this week, so I'm very, very important for this week as well. So there's that. Making his debut, it's my boy, Frill Shock, Jolteon, baby. Magnet boosted. This man's ground type does not come in. And even if it does come, I've got the tech right there with me, as you can see right there. But on that, I'm hitting hard, man. I wanted to bring Choice Specs this week, but I felt like Specs was just not really too much of a risk to bring this week. We are very much running a... excuse me, everyone. We are very running a unique EV spread, but we are pretty much running Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, Weather Ball, Volt Switch for pivoting options. Shadow Ball to be able to hit Jirachi if Jirachi is there, if in case I don't want to go for my Magnet boosted attacks. It's also there for the Gengar potentially as well, if I just want to hit something really hard. Weather Ball, like I said, is there for pretty much in case Ditto, so I can 1v1 Ditto in Hail. I also have Shadow Ball for that reason as well, but I have Weather Ball because Weather Ball hits a little more harder though. And then I also have, well, like I said, pretty much was it. But we are running Modest Nature, Max Special Attack as always, 12 in HP, and 244 Speed. Now, this is a very, 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 very specific, and yes, the varies must matter. This is a specific EV creep that I did. So what I'm thinking he's gonna do is he can't outspeed. I'm pretty sure he can't outspeed my Mons in Rain unless he I think forces back speed. So what I think he's gonna do. Excuse me. What I think he's gonna do is he's gonna run max like enough speed to outspeed my fastest thing on my team, which is I believe my Tornadus. Because I don't think you run max speed when I have Jolteon. Because I'm pretty sure Jolteon can speed tie if I run max speed or something like that. Unless you want to force a Jolly Nature. Which if I force Jolly Nature, it makes Link of Hope Pony just a slightly less powerful versus Adamant. When I personally would run Adamant. Because here's the thing, Mega Lopunny can counter Jolteon relatively easy with Fake Out usage, and can be built to kind of take hits. But basically the design of Jolteon this week is to be able to get under Hail and just spam Weather Ball, and then be able to spam Thunderbolt. It's also great for pivoting with Volt Switch as well. I kind of don't understand, I kind of don't get, I kind of don't mind if she does bring Ditto in as a Volt Switch. But basically what I could do is I can just spam Shadow Ball as she predicts me to probably switch out. I could bluff on the turn she brings it in that I could be. Then she could Volt Switch and then lock herself into that. And then what I can freely do then is then I can start spamming attacks as she tries to go for a Volt Switch and not for us. So try to go for that. So a lot of great chances for momentum usually with Jolteon this week. So I'm really happy for my boy. Up next we have Fire DK, my Darmanitan with a very crazy EV spread. We are running Bulk Up, Rock Slide, Earthquake, and Flare Blitz. 116 HP, max attack, adamant, 20 defense, 76 inspa depth, 44 speed. 44 speed lets me outspeed defensive Zapdos and pretty much any defensive mon on his team really well. Or basically able to be just plowing through this man's team. Then this is another reason why I have Ditto kind of being the little weird check that he has. Because it depends on what he has to do here. If I can set up Rain, there's not much problem with my team. If I choose to bring Rain. The thing is, when they see Polito, they're going to be very, very careful. Because if they don't do that, then Rain becomes a bit of an issue versus them. But basically, this set kind of just plows for this man's team without Ditto. If for some reason Ditto's not there, then he messed up. But up next, making its debut as well as my knowledge, the Uxie here, holding leftovers with U-Turn, Stealth Rock, Psychic, and Substitute. Psychic pretty much just goes for this man's team besides the Jirachi, which is another reason I really hope Jirachi does not come. If Jirachi comes, I can move him around that, but we have Stealth Rock there, just get some chip damage going off, U-Turn for pivoting, Psychic pretty much just plow for this man's team, and Sub there just could sit in front of some of his stuff, like say Zapdos, Toxapex, and stuff like that. Max HP, 24 defense, 112 in special attack with a modest nature, 76 for def, and 44 speed for this defensive. And just standard Trap Toad for Water Absorb, basically to switch on stuff and kind of just be able to wall, because most of the times Toxapex does not run a water move. So basically this wall Toxapex in a way. And if I trap Toxapex, it's basically dead. But max HP, 220 Spadef, 36 special attack with the Spadef boosted in Calm Nature. But that's going to be the team, guys. If you like it, haven't already, subscribe to me for Shocker Crew today because you'll be friendly with the King of the Crew. I'll see you guys later.